unknown peace.
Well, with me in the studio is Shehata from BBC Arabic. So, Saeed, we've mentioned the fact that the US Special Envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner are on their way to Israel. So, talk us through this next step, the pressure from the US.
There is attempt by the US and especially Mr. Trump to ease the tension there after what happened yesterday. Mr. Trump said yesterday we want to be very peaceful with Hamas, and he said they have been doing some shooting, but they may be not the leadership of Hamas involved, but what he called rebels within. So he put the pressure of Hamas in this situation, but he said it's going to be handled toughly and properly. In addition to that, the Vice President, J.D. Vance, who is coming tomorrow to the region to join Kushner and Witkoff, said there is about 40 cells within Hamas. So it's jointed, according to Mr. Vance, and he said we cannot disarm Hamas in 3-4 days. It's required to have the Gulf Arab states to have a force in there to keep an order and security, because there is no one to keep the security in the areas except Hamas in this case. So in more or less, they try to put the pressure of Hamas in order to convince it to keep the ceasefire on, but Israel doesn't believe that. So this is what happened yesterday.
J.D. Vance is going to Israel
coming
as
tomorrow,
well.
Tomorrow.
Okay,
We'll join the team tomorrow.
That's quite a hefty team going from the US to Israel. Let's talk about the ceasefire then, because of course we're hearing lots of different reports. The Rafah crossing is still shut, as far as we understand. We don't know about the amount of aid getting in. Give us your take on the logistics.
There is many problems. The Israeli government said until the arrests of the deceased hostages handed over to Israel, they will not open the Rafah crossing. In addition to that, the aid will be less. Yesterday, after the shooting, and 2 Israeli soldiers were killed, and about 44 in different places in Gaza. So he said the aid will be also less, but it will be resumed today. So this, according to the Israeli Prime Minister. But the news about the shooting yesterday and all of the things make people worried about the future. And they said, where is the ceasefire? But still, after a few hours, the Israeli Prime Minister met with his emergency meeting and reinforced again the ceasefire, because Mr. Trump putting too much pressure on Israel. So he gives Israel the chance and the way to defend itself when its troops were shot by Hamas or any other groups, but at the same time not to put the whole ceasefire at risk, because there is many stages after that. And so he's the reason he sent all of these 3 big names to the region in Israel and Egypt in order to go to second stage, because Hamas controlling security in the areas where Israel withdrew about 43% of the Gaza, but annoy Israel because it doesn't want Hamas to be there. But the only way to do that is the International Stabilization Force, and this is what Mr. Vance, Witkoff, and Kushner, they're trying to make forward these steps in order to not to repeat what's happened yesterday.
All right, Saeed, thank you as ever for updating us on the very latest. Now.